Hello everyone and welcome to another Monster Infinite video. For this video, we will be talking about money reaching the moon. This is in anticipation of the marketplace launch happening on October 12, 2021, and therefore many of the updates that we will be talking about in this video will be surrounding that marketplace launch, including the following sub-items like how the STT tokens or the Stamen Tellus tokens have a role in the game. What is the MONI-STT liquidity pool, the side chain launch, as well as long-term economics of the game. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this to your friends so that we build a community around this fan page. So, as of October 9, 2021, MONI, the token, MONSTA Infinite token, reached its all-time high at $4.19 or $4.20. And as I think as of the uploading of this video, which is already October 10, it has been already reaching even higher values than this one. Now, as you can see, if you have been able to buy MONI at its all-time low during its public after its public sale, that would have made a 303.3% increase already. So that was if you have been able to buy last September 30, 2021 with its all-time low of 1.04 US dollars per MONI. Now, if you were able to participate in the MONI pre-sale 1 and pre-sale 2, for example, for MONI coin pre-sale 2, I think the price range was about $0.18 to $0.20 back then, and at the 4.19 all-time high, your MONI would have been plus 2,240% in value. And if you were able to join the pre-sale one, your MONI tokens is about 2,521% increase in value as of today. And if that is not a strong indication of the public trust for this game, then I don't know what else will. And I really hope that this game will progress and prosper and become stable in the next few years, so that we will be all earning a lot as well as enjoying the game for its own value. Now, having said that, if you want to have MONI added to your account, so there is an ongoing event, the MONSTA Mafia, wherein the developers will be giving 25,000 units of MONI as rewards for those who are joining their Discord server, as well as those who can invite more members into this Discord member. I'll leave down in the description below the links where you can find out the details about this MONSTA Mafia event, as well as if you want to support the channel, please join the Discord server by using my invitation link in the description below. So that's for the Mafia event. and hopefully we all get a piece of this MONI tokens as a reward. Now, going into the marketplace release in the next few days, now there has been an announcement that for October 12, 2021, we will have to do a MONSTA wallet registration. So this would be the in-game wallet that we can all use, to bridge our money from our non-custodial wallets. Now, they've also mentioned that at 1400 UTC plus 0 on October 12. So those who had been able to claim or have won and or bought Inception Monstas during the Monsta Barter and the early events, so your Inception Monsta Egg will be distributed in the Binance Smart Chain at this date and time. And you will be able to bridge this Inception Monsta Eggs and your MONI tokens to the MONSTA Chain by October 15. So if you are already observing the details of the marketplace launch, they will be happening gradually, starting from October 12. No? And not all the features will be available right away. Like for example, we can just sign up from October 12 up to October 15 before 1400 UTC plus 0. And then by the time we get to by the time we get to October 15, that's the only time they will be able to bridge our Inception Monsta Egg if you have any, and our MONI tokens coming from our Trust Wallet or MetaMask wallet. And then for those of you who were lucky enough to get that Inception Monstas, so you will count 5 more days for the official hatching on October 18, 2021, and you will see what your Inception Monstas will look like. Unfortunately for me, I don't have any Inception Monsta Egg to hatch, so we will not be able to make a video about that unless someone will donate to me. So highly impossible, but not entirely impossible. So anyway, they don't have any details yet on when we can buy normal Monsta Eggs, both for the Chrono Zero as well as the Soulbound Monstas in the marketplace. So we will be staying in tune for those details. Now, much of the details that we will be discussing in this video is why they are releasing the marketplace gradually, as well as the in-game economics. So now the devs are saying that they are gradually releasing the MONSTA marketplace features in order to provide leeway for players' learning curve. Now they don't want to have another problem or challenge similar to what happened during the pre-sale launches or the public sale launches of the tokens, wherein people with FOMO, or people are FOMOing, and therefore some are some were victimized by sniper bots and some other scam deals, no, so which made them buy the token at a high price. So instead of launching all marketplace features in one day, so what they will do is to gradually release certain capabilities. Like first we will have the wallet registration and then hatching, and then probably after a few days there would be the actual marketplace launch that enables us to buy MONSTA eggs. No? So they will release this over a couple of days, not only to accommodate players who might be overwhelmed with the details. Imagine if we will have to do the registration and then buy at the same time. There might be hoarding once again, so they want to prevent that, as well as they want to stabilize the system so that there would be less traffic, or at least the online traffic will be distributed over a couple of days, and they would also accommodate more time zones, no, over a long period of time. So overall benefiting all the community members in the long run. So I think this is one good move from the devs, because this will prevent the FOMO, this will prevent hoarding, and probably, hopefully, this will also provide us with a fair price for the tokens, no, both the MONI, the STT, and also the eggs that will be bought from the marketplace. Now, you may have also seen some official announcements about the inclusion of a MONSTA chain inside the game. So what is this MONSTA chain? So basically, based from the official social media announcement, this would be a side chain that is built for the in-game experience, no? So for MONSTA Infinite game as well as its marketplace. And all the assets that we will obtain inside the game will be stored in the MONSTA chain. So this will include all the tokens that we will be bridging into the MONSTA wallet, as well as the tokens and probably other assets that will be exchanged in the game through the wallet. So they are promising that there would be zero gas fee for any in-game and marketplace transaction, which will be good, because that means there would be it will not add to the inflation of the value of the tokens, and therefore the existing exchanges will be the ones dictating that market value. No? This will also be multi-chain compatible. I don't know what that means, but hopefully that means there would be more opportunities for connecting or bridging this to other exchanges. And currently it will be bridged first on the Binance Smart Chain as a Binance Smart Chain sidechain. No? And what they are saying, since these are all blockchain and crypto based, so the money in our main net, so that's the network outside the game, will eventually be named as X Money in the MONSTA chain. So there is some point of conversion or tagging so as to distinguish what are the money which are coming from actual exchanges outside of the game, and those which are already uh, part of the universe of the game. Similarly, this will be applied to the Stamen Tellus tokens. No, and we will be talking about the Stamen Tellus token in a bit. No, so that bit is now. No, so what is this Stamen Tellus token? No, so it's another in-game currency based on the BEP20 token standards. No, so it's the inflationary token, meaning to say it has the one with fluctuating uh, value based on supply and demand. So it will drive the game economics. No, so it will be minted first by the master chef, and the master chef has also the capacity to replenish any expended STT in the game back into the pool. So there would be, so if you will be imagining this, so if you're familiar with liquidity pools, then there would be a MONI-STT pool that will be governing the in-game economics for the marketplace as well as other in-game transactions. Now, originally, or before that, so what they are also saying is that this is minted in the side chain and can be bridged into the mainnet. So it's coming from the inside of the game that can be bridged outside. But right now, this infographic is not updated because it says here that we cannot bridge STT out to the main net. But actually in the recent update, so eventually we will be able to bridge STT out into the main net, but the prerequisite is that they would have to set up an STT BSC or an STT pool based on the Binance Smart Chain during the alpha game testing period. So now, what are the uses of your STT or the Stamen Tellus tokens? Let me just show you that. So basically, what they are saying is that the STT will be used for cloning, so for the sale of MONSTA, augmentation, reviving, leveling, and even buying cosmetics. So basically, it's really the in-game currency, and anything that will be done inside the game will be determined by STT cost. So therefore, they are doing a replenishing pool cycle wherein our MONI, which is the primary governance token, can be exchanged in this MONI-STT STT pool, so as we can obtain STTs that we can use for doing in-game activities. Now, STTs expended in the game as well as the taxes from using them are going to be replenished by the master chef, going back into the pool to preserve the game economics. Now, this might be a little bit difficult to appreciate and understand, and for me, I really had to do a certain number of research in order to understand what this means. And if I will attempt how to explain this, let me first discuss some crypto 101. So, one of the essential things that we have to understand in order to appreciate this STT replenishment cycle is that there would be a liquidity pool that will be applied inside the game. So what is a liquidity pool? No? So a liquidity pool based on Binance Academy is a collection of funds locked in a smart contract. No? So they are used to facilitate decentralized trading, lending, and many more functions, and they are an essential part of the automated market makers, or AMM. So what are AMM? On the other hand, so an AMM acts like a robot that's always willing to quote you a price between two assets. And in this case, the two assets that we'll be talking about will be MONI and your STT. No? So it's a type of decentralized exchange protocol that relies on a certain mathematical formula. And I don't know what they will use as a mathematical formula, but most basic is the uh, constant product formula to price the assets. No? So what that means is just for the two assets that are pulled into the liquidity pool, no? So when you multiply their amounts, it will always be a constant number. And whatever changes in the supply and demand of these two assets, no, it will the prices will vary just to equate into the total value originally intended in the pool. No? So later we will have examples about that, but basically instead of using an order book like a traditional exchange system, so assets are priced according to that pricing algorithm. Now, if you don't have any Binance account yet, or you don't have any other cryptocurrency exchanges, so Binance is actually one of the examples of a centralized exchange. I am also putting down in the description below how you can sign up and you can support the channel by using the referral link in the description link I will be providing in the description. So anyway, moving on. So let us discuss how this liquidity pool will govern prices, no, or the economics of MONI and STT in the game. So just a general example, no? So for this just to illustrate now, so for example, we have two tokens that we are pooling in a liquidity pool. So during the initial setup, so like in this case, during the initial minting of the master chef, so they will define a constant number of these two assets. So in this case, so for example, just for simplicity, so we will have two tokens with 100,000 units each in a pool. So, and these tokens are priced accordingly so that when they are equal, so they would have quote-unquote an equal price. Now, what will happen if we will introduce a certain number of tokens that people will be exchanging to get another asset? So, for example, if we will be introducing new tokens from external, from external users, like for example us, the players of a new game. So what will happen is that these people will have to introduce one token into the liquidity pool in order for them to be able to exchange the second asset, or in this case, people will have to infuse token A in order to get token B from the liquidity pool. So when that happens, what will happen? The supply of token A will be much higher than the supply of token B. Now, since this liquidity pool has a pricing algorithm, so it will automatically change the pricing of the two tokens. Now, that one which is higher in supply will have a lower price, and that one with a lower supply will have a higher price. Now, the people who have been able to exchange this token B can now use this token B for other purposes. Like for example, in MONSTA Infinite, this could mean buying in the marketplace. And if you will buy in the marketplace, that marketplace will take token B and exchange for a new non-fungible token. So this could be a MONSTA egg, this could be cosmetic, etc., etc. Now, the more players will be doing this, the more token A will be part of the liquidity pool, and the less token B will be available, driving its price very high. So, and we don't want that to happen. So that's why there is a replenishment cycle to make sure that token B will not inflate too much. So what will happen is that the marketplace and other internal systems collecting token B will be able to return back those token Bs back into the pool. Now, if this happens, then it means that token B's original supply can be reattained. But since people were able to infuse token A, so there would be an excess of token A in terms of the original quantities. So, and those excess token A's, so what will happen is that they will be withdrawn and be put into a treasury that will be used later on for staking. So that will rebalance the supply and demand inside the liquidity pool. And it will allow another area of opportunity for investment. So those that will be taken outside of the liquidity pool will form the staking treasury, and then there will be another set of people who can earn on holding or investing in that aspect of the governance system. So that's the general idea of how this liquidity pool will govern the in-game price as well as drive the price of MONI up. Especially that when we think of MONI as token A, MONI will be limited in terms of its final supply. So I think it's about 270 million. So when more and more people are hoarding money, as well as more and more people are buying money in order to buy STT later on, so that would drive the price generally higher and more stable in the long run. No? So that's the idea behind why they would need to introduce another in-game currency. Now, how will this work? So this is another infographic officially released by the developers, explaining how does this work. So since we're working on a Binance Smart Chain, so MONI is a token that works on the Binance Smart Chain, there would be a bridge so that we can transfer whatever money we have from that Binance Smart Chain into the in-game MONSTA Chain. And the money placed in our MONSTA Chain can be placed further into the MONI-STT exchange. And then other means of getting STT is by playing the game in the future. But right now, players can only get STT by paying money. And it's a one-way transaction, meaning we will not be able to sell STT for money. It's only the in-game Master Chef, no? So perhaps this Master Chef is just a code in the game, which will revert back any STT into money. That later on I said that he will be able to withdraw for money staking. Now, STTs will be used for buying MONSTA, cloning MONSTA, and other in-game usage, and then those collected from MONSTA sales and cloning will be going into a Master Chef smart contract. No? So the Master Chef will sell STT into MONI to replenish STT supply in the pool, and the money retrieved will be put into staking treasury that will be what do you call this? Contributing now to the rewards for MONI staking, which will be available next year, September 16, 2022. So in other representation, let me show you how this will work. So imagine the game has its own universe. So for us, in order to interact inside the world of the Shani, or the world of the MONSTA Infinites, so what we will need to do is to get a MONI token. So, and how do we get MONI tokens? So because MONIs are the only outside currency that is recognized inside the game, so we have to exchange other cryptocurrencies like Binance coin in order for us to get our MONIs. And for those of you who have been able to do this, you already have your MONIs in your MetaMask wallet or Trust wallet right now. Now, this Trust wallet and MetaMask wallet, of course, it's a non-custodial wallet. Now, meaning to say, we cannot use this inside the game. Now, in order for us to be able to use the MONIs inside this personal wallets that we have, we will need to have a bridge that is also within the Binance Smart Chain contract. So this will allow us to transfer our monies from MetaMask or Trust Wallet into the MONI wallet in the game. So once we will have that MONSTA wallet, so this will happen on October 12, we will have our MONSTA wallet registration. October 12, during the market launch. So this will allow us now to have in-game monies, that will be that we can invest or exchange in the MONI-STT pool. So in the MONI-STT pool, this is where we will have the side chain. So the side chain inside the game, or the MONSTA Chain, will allow us to utilize any assets inside the game governed by our master chef. Now your master chef will initially provide us with the constant set, or the initial set of our MONI and STT in the liquidity pool. And we, as new users, will be able to infuse our MONI from our MONSTA wallet in order to be able to exchange those STTs that we will need for buying or transacting inside the game. So when we are able to do that, so now we can go and interact inside the game, say for example in the marketplace, and we'll be able to exchange those STTs, for example, for eggs. So, and that egg can be your Chrono Zero Monster, your Soulbound Monstas, and then when you hatch them, they will be your Monstas in the game that you can use for playing. Now, over time, of course, you will have to make your Monsta stronger, and you also would want to earn more by breeding or cloning your Monstas. Now, so you will again utilize your STTs for activities like cloning, and you will have to pay STTs inside the game as well. Now, the more and more activities we will do inside the game, the more and more STTs are expended out from the liquidity pool. So, and this will drive the STT price very high. So, in order for the game to balance itself, so as not to induce too stiff of an inflation, so what will happen is that those accumulated STTs spent in the game will be returned back to the master chef, and the master chef will be returning it back to the MONI-STT pool, to balance out the game. Now, those MONI that we have infused in the MONI-STT pool will now be taken out by the master chef, when he will be converting back the STT he collected from in-game, so that he can withdraw it and place it in the staking treasury. So that will be another opportunity for increasing the value of the MONI token outside of the game, because people can hold on to their MONI tokens and also use them for staking more MONI tokens, so that we can achieve the full market circulation of 200 70 million monies. Now, another important aspect that they have mentioned is that STTs can be bridged outside, no, of the MONSTA chain into the mainnet, no, so or the main chain. However, a prerequisite of this is that they will also establish an STT pool. Now, I don't know what will be the other assets they will place in that STT pool. I am assuming probably it still has to be MONI, but the importance of bridging STT out of the MONSTA chain in game is that this will allow third-party exchanges, no, for STTs, and this will again have another economics of its own, wherein it can also drive up or down the price of STTs, and therefore would affect both the price of the in-game STT as well as MONI in general. So all of this are the complex economics of the STT and MONI, and this will be the foundation of the long-term valuation of both MONI and STTs for all of us, no? And we hope that by increasing the utilities of these tokens as well as increasing the demands for these tokens, there would be a steady increase in the value of the MONI, which is the primary governance token of this game. Therefore, if you are holding monies in your wallets right now, maybe after a few years or more, those monies will have immense value compared to today. So that's the long-term plan eventually. Now, this is the infographics further provided by the devs. So basically, what they are saying is that the advantage of having that STT MONI pool is that when there are more players, no? So more players would mean there would be more demand for I'm back. No? So more players would mean more demands on MONSTA. No? Therefore, if they need to buy more MONSTAs, they would need to convert much more money into STT. So, because they would need STT to buy the MONSTA. And if you exchange more money into the STT, more money are put into the staking treasury. So people will just convert other cryptocurrency or other fiat money in order for them to gain more money to buy STTs in the game. Now, if there are more monies staked into the treasury, then there would be more staking rewards for MONI. So meaning to say, we will be rewarding those who are holding more monies. So why? Because the MONI will have a higher value. So this would mean more benefits for MONI holders. And if there would be more MONI holders, the price and the value of the game will be much more higher, and people would want to join the game. And the higher value price for players would encourage more players to join us, making the cycle go round and round, increasing and increasing the value of all the assets altogether. So that's the promise that they are saying. So I'm not sure how this will pan out over the long term. But basically, of course, this is not necessarily a, what do you call this, a foolproof mechanism. I'm sure you have seen how this has affected other games like Axie Infinity, and there are really problems as well, no, that can arise due to this uh, model of constantly increasing the value of the assets. No, so but at least for now, this is what we know. Now, as we end this video, what do you think of the long-term potential of MONSTA Infinite, the MONI token, as well as the STT? Do you think this will really have an immense value similar to Axie Infinity, for example? And given that as early as now, we're just looking at the marketplace launch and we have already seen 2,000% or 2,500% increase in the value of MONI as a token, do you think that this model for the long-term sustainability will even make it higher, perhaps even to the Bitcoin standards, So I hope so, but please let me know your thoughts, and if you found this video educational and helpful, once again, I implore you to subscribe, like this video, and also share them with your friends, family, and even enemies, because we want to make this channel successful as well. So with that, I'll see you in the next video, and bye!